Coming right up, the Mavericks taking on. Well, we still have lots of time left in the season, Coach, but we've seen some breakout performances, haven't we?
We certainly have. And that's one of my favorite things to track, Kevin. Which players improved in the offseason, which guys have taken their game to the next level.
And the starting lineup for the Pelicans, Nash is out there with Fears. Then it's Herbert Jones. And it's Queen in at the four-man position. And play stops. Whistle on what looks to be an illegal screen.
Beyond the leaning, you could see his feet weren't set on that screen. Easy call.
Look, you can get away with a lot in terms of screens today. You can't make it that obvious.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
Pass to Queen. Now here's Nash. There's the pick. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And Irving pulls it down. Johnson with it. Fears covering. Lively sets a screen for Johnson. Hits the three-point bomb. Johnson's got his second bucket of the night.
And that pick takes the D totally out of the equation.
Yeah, you've got to lock and trail hard. You can't allow him a clean look.
Now here's Nash. Against Cleveland, he was really on his game. To the wing right side. And they get it. And Lively pulls it down. For Dallas, they've gotten their first 3 shots to go in for to start off this game. Oh, Lively in position. Up high to stop the alley-oop.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. The 8-footer. And that one hits back iron. The Mavericks have gone 4-4 to start. So a nice offensive rhythm to start here.
Not a problem when that's your first miss of the game. Strong start.
Now here's Nash. Scoring-wise, he's definitely making his mark right now. He's averaging about 19 points a game. Puts up a 3. That one misses.
Well, I believe that's now 4 straight misses to start the game. Talk about stumbling out of the block.
Johnson, the pass to Lively. Hammers the alley-oop through.
And what a way to start this game, dominating at both ends of the floor.
Obviously, guys, brilliant coaching, a perfect game plan.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Flag. Some nice passing here by Dallas. Davis setting the pick for Johnson. Outside Irving. Jacks up a 3. That one falls coming off Johnson's feet. Johnson's got 4 assists in the game.
The ball movement on this. Run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
And Willie Green wants a timeout. He's going to take a minute here to get things straightened out. And a quick look at some of the numbers for him. Here's Fears. That one's in. His first bucket of the game. He's 1 for 2.
Well, they missed their first 4 shots, but finally able to get one on the board. Sometimes you just need to see that first one go down.
Pass to Flag. Kicks it out to Johnson. From outside, off the mark. Pelicans trail by 12. And here in the first quarter, with a little over 3.5 minutes played, Nash's shot is off.
And he's been way off the mark this quarter. It's been ugly.
In a moment now to quickly take a look at the offensive approach for the Mavericks.
Well, the way they've been attacking inside is phenomenal. Consistently getting high percentage looks, and that's what great offenses are all about.
And also have to bring up their passing game. They've been moving the ball with great precision so far and creating great looks for their teammates.
Queen hits it despite the hat. Great strong finish, and he'll go to the line for one more. That one on Davis. Pelicans shooting their first free throw of the evening.
And they've done some really nice work at the foul line, knocking down 80%.
Got a piece of it.
Come on, you can't be doing that. I know these guys want to put on a show, but you can't pass up scoring opportunities.
And there hasn't been anything easy for him in this period.
Well, the offense has to look for ways to get him easier shots, better selections. You have to be set up for success.
Pelicans trail by 12. To the left wing. To the middle. Here's Fears. Knocks it down from 7 feet. Fears has got his second bucket.
Well-placed pass in the hands of a guy ready to attack.
Now, here's Johnson. Tee right on him. It's hauled in by Queen. New Orleans gone 0-3 from three-point land. Nothing yet going outside. And Jones has it in the corner. Pass to Fears. Fires from deep. Got it. And he's now 3 for 5 from the field.
Well, he's been very efficient in this quarter. Keep getting him the ball.
So much great work being done by players in this league, Coach. Herb Jones, for instance, doing a lot to help with financial literacy.
Yeah, I think sometimes, Kevin, what these guys do off the court is overlooked by people, especially maybe that are outside of the community that guy plays in at the time. But there's a lot of guys like Herb Jones who really take the time and make the effort to help people in their communities. Well, he's just dominating right now. If his teammates are smart, they'll keep getting him the ball.
And it's Flag with the rebound.
Well, that one should be in his mouth.
That was something else.
Are you kidding me?
And they have owned the paint so far, and the score reflects it.
Yeah, it's not difficult to figure out why they built this lead. They have been dominant in the paint.
Now, here's Nash. Pass to Fears. Off target from outside.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
Trying to get open is Davis. Johnson can't get it to go.
Wow, missed opportunity from point-blank range. You got to make those.
And there's a whistle that goes on Mr. Clutch. That's his first foul. Quentin Grimes is checked in for Dallas. New Orleans moving it around. Nash against Irving. Clock at 6. Queen can't get it to go.
Well, the defense just dared him to take that one. Poor execution on their part, but they got lucky.
Johnson outside. Pass to Grimes. Johnson right side. Pelicans with the rebound. Queen's got 4 rebounds now tonight. Here's Fears. 7 points in the game. And the Pelicans miss again. Here's Johnson. Pass to Irving. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his 5th assist in this one. And Willie Green wants a timeout. Coach is going to take a few minutes to regroup and go over the strategy. Mavericks making a switch here. Holes checked in. Yves Missi, he's checked in for the Pelicans. Josh Giddey comes in for Herbert Jones. The shot by Nash, no good.
Well, they desperately need him to get going offensively. He's got to refocus and just start taking better shots.
Now, here's Johnson. Last game, an incredible scoring display for him. Takes it off the glass. Johnson's got 16 points.
It's not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Pass to Messi. They could use a bucket, and Giddey gets it to go.
Standing 6'8", Giddey is a long guard, and that helps him around the hoop.
Here's Flag. Giddey defending. Back to Johnson. Now Flag. Johnson outside. The three-pointer, no good.
Well, you have to like their work on the boards, Kevin, particularly here to start the game.
Right now, let's take a moment here to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks. Well, Mr. Clutch in their last game against Memphis was simply terrific. He finished with 60 points, and as always, a lot of those points came in bunches of three. He was really special in that game, and they're hoping he can repeat that kind of performance tonight. Guys, back to you.
All right, Allie, great stuff as always. Greg, how impressive was it watching him completely take over?
Unstoppable. They won that game because of his effort and just his overall relentlessness.
Yeah, and we're likely to see them go to him early on. See if he can't replicate that performance. Well, he continues to make the effort, but the results just aren't there this quarter.
1:05 left here in the opening quarter. Got a piece of it. To the inside, and stolen by Bull. Johnson outside, from deep. Again, the miss by Johnson. And so it's Giddey with it. He brings it up for the Pelicans. 15-point game. Pass to Nash. Shoots over Lively. And the shot falls short this time.
No other way to put it. Just a rough quarter in terms of scoring. He has not been helping at all.
Here's Saramago. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist.
And they've done well at taking advantage of some late defensive rotations and getting the ball in the paint.
Here's Johnson. No good with the layup. And so it's Dallas. 13 points up at the end of the period. They have made it. And so far through one quarter, it's been a lopsided game. We'll see if that changes here in the second. And a comfortable margin for the Mavericks here, guys.
Yeah, in that first period, they looked to push in transition at every opportunity.
Yeah, they gave the other team no time to breathe. Every time they got the ball, they were off to the races. And you see how effective this aggressive mindset can be.
We've got Johnson. Ole is out there with Kyle Kuzma. Then there's Quentin Grimes. And it's Riley. And at the three, the small forward. That's the lineup in the game for Dallas. Pass to Giddey. And good, as it just snugs right down through the net.
And they're passing the ball very crisply here.
Kuzma with a screen on Giddey. And Kuzma slams it in.
Really good activity there in that pick and roll. Kuzma, a real strong sense for what he needs to do in those sets.
Giddey surveying the D. Pass to Messi. And Messi throws it down.
Yeah, he just punched the ticket on that one. That'll get the job done.
Powerful two-hand jam. Dallas leading by 9. Bowles setting the pick for Johnson. Out to Kuzma. It's good with the assist that time from Johnson. Johnson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
You gotta be cognizant of where Kuzma is at all times. A really dependable shooter from the perimeter.
Here's Messi. Last time 14 points for him. Pass to Giddey. Now Hawkins. Shot clock at 6. From downtown, and Bull pulls it down.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
Basket counts. 20 points for Johnson.
Another good play. This is how they built the lead, calling on the right guys at the right time.
Yeah, come on. They're just having their way out there and continuing to press the advantage.
Here's Eaton out of bounds. Dallas takes possession. And a look now at some of the players we can expect to see in this year's dunk contest. Always one of the great events of All-Star Weekend.
It is, Kevin. You just can't take your eyes off it. The ideas those guys come up with, and then the guts it takes to pull them off, always blows me away.
And you look at Johnson. He'll have a spot in the contest if he can hang out of the number 4 spot in the voting. And with his skills, you know he'll have a shot to win it if he can make it in.
He's going to have a great shot. And Kevin, he's going to give it everything he's got if he can make it into the contest. I bet his dunks have some serious thought being put into it.
And as always, we'll keep the updates coming in as we get closer to All-Star Weekend. One thing you already know, there are some great players pulling in votes so far.
Yeah, and I think it's safe to say that this is going to be one of those dunk contests that everybody's going to be tuning into.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Flag is checked in. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And with his length and athleticism, Davis is a constant lob threat.
Pelicans trail by 18. Right wing, intercepted. Johnson with it. Fears covering. Johnson, the pass to Davis. And deep. Throws it down.
They just won't miss. I mean, this is incredible.
Well, as a coach, this is when you enjoy what you're watching. Your team playing well and everything just flowing.
Here's Messi. Looking at his numbers, he's averaging about 6.5 points a game.
Oh, that's straight TNT, baby. Explosive.
That was pretty, and he just has that effortless knack for getting inside. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So, with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Now here's Giddey, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game.
I mean, a 6'8" playmaker. Giddey is a point forward, and he piles up the assists.
Here's Johnson. 22 points for him. Here's Bull over Giddey. And it's good off the back of the rim and in. And the Mavericks lead by 20.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now here's Giddey. He takes it in. Queen. That's good. And so Giddey with the assist. Giddey's got 3 assists now in this one. And so it's Johnson who brings the ball up for the Mavericks. What more can you say about this team? They've won 35 games in a row. No one seems to have any answers for them right now.
Well, I don't say this lightly. This group could very well be one of the best teams I've ever seen. To win this many games in a row is unthinkable. And if I'm in the locker room coaching this group, the one thing I'd be telling my guys is not to get distracted by the record. Stay focused on tonight, just as we have throughout the streak.
Back to Johnson. Pass to Davis. 6 to shoot. Johnson kicks to Davis. No good from outside. Pelicans trail by 20. And Jones has it in the corner. Giddey with it. His last outing we saw him pour in 22. Here's Spear. No good on the triple.
His shot selection's been poor. If I were coaching this team, he'd be sitting next to me.
Bull, a screen on Giddey. Johnson gets the bucket.
And they're right around 50% for the game on their threes, and they've only gotten better as the game's gone on.
They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket.
And Davis with the basket on the assist by Johnson. Davis has got 10 points in the quarter.
Well, they just need to keep getting him the ball. He has been terrific this quarter.
And what you love about Cooper Flagg, GA, he's committed with playing the game the right way.
Yeah, I mean, even back in middle school, he would binge watch the 86 Celtics, a team known for its high IQ.
He has created some terrific opportunities for himself and really made the most of it.
Now a timeout called by New Orleans. Last time they came together was in Dallas, where they fell to the Mavericks.
Yeah, they were just wrecked last time they faced this team, and a lot of it was their own undoing.
Yeah, they were coughing it up all over the place. For whatever reason, they could not find a handle.
Kyrie Irving is checked in for the Mavericks. And New Orleans also making a change. Nash is checked in for Josh Giddey. And the Mavericks with possession here. And the Pelicans picked up 3 with their last shot. He logs up the alley-oop pass, and Flagg throws it down.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Nash. And Fears has it in the corner. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And that's 13 points for Jeremiah Fears.
A tough start scoring the basketball, but they're starting to turn it around now. And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
Yeah, they've done a better job executing offensively, moving the ball and creating high percentage looks.
And the three-pointers are starting to add up. That's his 3rd of the quarter, and it brings him to 4 on the game.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, Kevin. Well, Anthony Davis talked about the pairing with him and Kyrie Irving, and he said, quote, "Kai can do it all. There is no flaw in his game, and with me being able to play in the pocket and roll to the rim, be a lob threat, pick and pop, and handle, where he can come set a screen for me, I think we complement each other very well." Kevin?
Quite the tandem. Thanks a lot, Allie. And here are the Pelicans now, following the basket by Anthony Davis. Pierce's shot is off. Johnson outside. Floats it up for Davis. And it's slammed in by Davis.
And when Davis gets going, you are in trouble because he will just power through you to get to his spots.
Schedule for New Orleans. On Thursday, they're off to Brooklyn to face off with the Nets. Then on Friday, they'll tip off a homestand starting with the Portland Trail Blazers.
And for that matchup with the Mavericks, I think this squad has the confidence that they can play to their strengths against them. And even though they're going after the #1 team right now in our league, they feel they can get the W.
Fears with it. Now defended by Flagg. Jones, no luck. Dallas has gone 3 of 4 with the long-range bombs here in the second quarter.
A dependable distributor, Irving is adept at seeing the floor and making the pass.
Nash outside. Pass to Queen. And a miss there on the triple. Dallas has gone 5 of 9 when they put up 3-point shots tonight.
And they're getting points, they're getting stops, and this is how they'd like to play all the time.
Great example of how to build a lead and then sustain it. You win games on both ends of the floor.
Johnson with the bounce pass. Irving against Nash. Pass to Fears. New Orleans moving the ball around. To halt the run, off the left rim and out.
And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat. The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
Now Nash, outside, Jones. From the arc, and there's Fears. That's good on the assist from Jones. Jones has got 3 assists tonight. Lively with the screen. And so it's here at the end of the quarter. Their defense has been terrific in this game. And we've got more M2K Sports coming your way after this break.
Some impressive names on here. Shaq, any interest in lacing up your sneaks and finally competing in one of these?
And let's move on to that first half. Talk about a rough start for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Well, these guys...
And that's all for us.
And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Tipping off the second half, here's Willie Green's 5. They've got Herbert Jones. Nash is out there with Fears. And it's Queen in at the 4. Now here's Nash. Over Irving. Nash's shot is off. Here's Johnson. And then Johnson with the dunk.
Well, with the way he's scoring right now, they're just going to keep feeding.
Pelicans shooting just 39% from the field, struggling to find that net. Johnson over to help. Pass to Fears. Here's Queen. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Questionable shot selection there, especially considering how tight the coverage was.
Johnson outside. 6 on the shot clock. Davis dishes to Johnson. Going inside. Another possession. Another assist. The chemistry he has with his guys is impressive.
Keeping his head on a swivel, actively seeking out his teammate.
Nash against Irving. A wide open look here for Fears. Off target with his 3.
Well, they've been better than good on the glass today, and there is a glaring discrepancy between these two teams in that area.
Davis finds Johnson. Back to Davis, and it's blocked. Pass to Queen, takes the 3. And it's Flagg with the rebound. Flagg's got 6 rebounds here tonight.
Wow, his shooting woes continue, and it's weighing down this offense.
And Davis throws it down.
And really with the off-the-charts explosiveness, Davis just punishes opponents on those alley-oops.
Nash outside. Here's Fears. Nash right side. Over Irving. And again, New Orleans has no luck.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Just over 2.5 minutes gone by here in the second half. Here's Johnson. Whistle blows. Basket is good. So a chance here for a three-point play.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
The Mavericks shooting their 5th attempt at the line in the game.
Yeah, looking over their percentage on the season, I think they will be thrilled with the number percentage, 79.
Now here's Nash. Over Irving. Nash can't get it to go. The Mavericks have gotten 4 of their first 5 second-half shots to fall. 80% since the break. Lively sends a screen for Johnson. Davis, the pass to Johnson. Launches a 3. And the rebound goes to Nash. And Fears has it in the corner. There it is. It's Nash picking up the assist. And it's now 22 points for Jeremiah Fears. Here's Johnson. And Jones pulls it down. New Orleans has gone 1 of 4 in three-point shots here in the third. Nash against Irving. Here's Saramago. It's good. He has 6.
Well, that's what you're looking for. Shots from point-blank range.
Davis setting the pick for Johnson. In the corner, Irving with it. Out of bounds, New Orleans will take possession. You know, Greg, when Kyrie elevates off the dribble, it's a work of art.
He makes it look so easy, but that fluidity is the result of countless hours in the gym and perhaps an innate gift for the extraordinary.
Johnson with a screen on Jones. Johnson outside. Sinks the triple. Johnson's got 39.
And there aren't many players more reliable from three-point range than he is, especially when the D's playing off him like that.
Fears with it. He's guarded by Johnson. Pass to Fears. Irving against Nash. Here's Fears. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Fears has got 25 points. The 3 from Johnson buries the long-range jumper.
Well, he's had a night. This team feeds off of his energy. And every time they've needed a bucket, he's delivered.
Now here's Nash. Pass to Fears. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
And the Mavericks will go for a different look here. Bull. He's checked in for Jarek Lively. Kyle Kuzma comes in for Davis. He's checked in for Flagg. And it's Quentin Grimes in for Kyrie Irving. Now, here's Johnson. And he has 42. Pushing it up. Here's Fears. Jones with the bounce pass. There's a screen. To the paint. Here's Saramago. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Johnson outside. Inside. And the dunk by